Shalom. Back again with another exhortation. I pray and hope that Lord willing is edifying to you, hopeful elect Akim wa Akwaf out there. First and foremost, as always, giving all praise, glory, and honor to the true, holy, and powerful names of the Heavenly Father and His beloved Son, whom the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. Real name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachahakwadash, the Most High Powers of Israel. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well with the correct doctrines and exhortations of the heavenly scriptures. Peace and salutations to your hopeful elect Akim that's out there teaching His word, our true faith and sincerity of Yahweh Bashmi Shai, and as well you few sincere Akwaf or sisters that come across these videos. Shalom. All right, real quick, I just want to go in on this, what I was watching from the YouTube channel Redacted. Okay, it's an alternative media source, all right, of tons of current events and information, all right, within this channel, man. They always uploading something every single day, sometimes like 3-4 videos in a day, and it's all very edifying, when you couple it with the scriptures, all right, because the prophecies written within the scriptures coincides with what they bring out. All right. And I believe, through the spirit, that it's the Lord putting on these different Edomites and, these channels to bring this information out. Because like the scriptures say, the Lord shall cause his own tongue to fall upon himself. Okay. So you even got Edomites, speaking out against their own establishment. A lot of them is pissed off with the current state of events here in Babylon, and rightfully so. All right. But we even more pissed because we know, according to the scriptures, hey, this is all biblical prophecy, man. All right, and we the people that have been screwed over the most. But anyway, as you see the title here, it says, this is war. Biden's Nord Stream attack backfires as Putin demands UN meeting. Okay? And if you don't know, all right, a while back ago, you had Joe Biden, who said that he was going to commit to destroying the pipeline, okay, which that gas pipeline brings natural gas into Europe from Russia. All right, it's one of the top commodities that Russia exports and that Europe imports. All right, because Europe doesn't have any sort of natural resources, man. It's pretty much a barren land. Okay, so they have to export a lot of different things. All right, and chief amongst that is natural gas. Okay, and because you need gas to power your stoves, heat your home, for all type of uses, man. It's an essential commodity that we all need. Okay, so you had the incident that happened late last year, I believe around in September. Okay, where the pipeline got destroyed. Okay, and for a while people was wondering like who did this to, who could have possibly did it. The US was saying it was maybe Russia sabotaging their own pipeline. They did it to themselves like an inside job. Russia was accused of America. But come to find out that America ultimately is the one behind it. Joe Biden, even himself, from his own mouth, if I can find that clip, I may include it in post-production. But you even had him straight up say like, "Hey, they're going to get rid of the pipeline, pretty much." So and it's two different pipelines. You got Nord Stream 1, and you got Nord Stream 2. Okay. Nord Stream 2 was more recent. I don't think it got that far underway. But yeah, man, that was a lot of money between Europe and Russia to put that whole thing together. And it brought in a lot of money too, because it was a major investment to put it all together. But over the long run, the money they was gonna make from it is tremendous. But anyway, so America sabotaged that because, like America does, they want to be chief dog. They don't want to. They got beef with Russia, so they didn't want their allies trading with Russia. All right, to get that gas, they wanted to have it come through them, which that's what happened. Europe has been getting a lot of their natural gas from America, exported to them. You see? But this all coincides with the scriptures, man. All right. Revelation, the 17th chapter. Matter of fact, I'll just get there real quick. All right. It's Revelation 17, and let's get right to the point. Verse 12. It says, the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. Salakia. Nope. That ain't what I want. Salakia. Verse 16. Revelation 17:16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Okay, the 10 horns goes into the 10 common markets of the European Union, the European Alliance. Okay, which now is like up to like, it's more countries that's united in that whole thing, that whole system. Niggas up to like 28 plus countries, European countries. But it says these shall hate the whore, and the whore that rides the beast is America. All right. And this is one of the major reasons why they're going to hate America, man, because they finding out like, wait a minute, y'all the ones that sabotage our pipeline, man, and causing us to buy from you, which is 5 times more. So, they coming more out of pocket to buy from America, you see. And I got articles on it, man. America tried to cover it up, but now the truth is coming out. So this spells war. This is a major act of war. People don't realize it, man. It's more than what meets the eye, man. It ain't just you blow up a pipeline. No, this is a literal act of war, man. World War III. It's finna happen, man. Anyway, Revelation 17:16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Okay? Nuclear fire, nuclear destruction. All right? That's what America's allies are going to do to America, man, along with their enemies, chiefly Russia and China. Okay? One of the top competitors for this whole New World Order, whatever, whoever want to be top dog on the planet, which are pursuant to Psalms, the 2nd chapter, they imagine a vain thing. Anyway. But yeah, so this is a huge escalation to war, man. All right. And this video goes heavy into it, around like the 40-minute mark, it starts to get heavy into it, and straight up said, I will play it. I may play it, just for the sake of edification, because even though they might give me a copyright claim, it don't really matter because they bringing out the truth anyway. Let me see something.
Interview upon his original reporting on his Substack, which proved that the U.S. carried out the Nord Stream attack, planned at the deep state level using U.S. Navy divers, trained at a near CIA facility in Florida to go and carry out this attack. Why did President Biden blow up the Nord Stream pipeline? Driving Germany into chaos and most of Europe into chaos. Now they're buying our natural gas for 5 times the price. It's a brilliant move, isn't it? Take away their cheap energy. So here's what Seymour Hersh had to say about the motivation for the Biden administration. Watch.
Here's what Biden did, and this is what I think the ultimate point of the story, and why so many people, even the intelligence community, are very troubled by it. What he did is he said, I'm in a big war with Ukraine. It's not looking good. I want to be sure I get German and West European support. And I know winter's coming, and if it's going to be bad, I don't want the Germans to say we got to check out because we're getting massacred. We'll be massacred with no cheap fuel, and our economy will go bonkers. We're going to check out, and we're going to open up the gas line, which they could do. So he took away that option.
We're giving away these gold bars absolutely free. And did you know?
So he took away that option.
So keep Germany and Europe in the war against Ukraine, or in Ukraine against Russia, by blowing up their source of natural gas, because Europe has no natural resources to speak of. They have to either get it from Russia, they have to get it from the United States, they have to get it from, they don't have any oil, right, or natural gas. They have to get it from us or Russia. So by taking away that leverage, now you're forcing them to be on our side. You're basically saying, hey, you're going to get natural gas from us. You'll pay 5 times as much. You need to stay in this fight. Don't you dare think about like backing off, staying out of Ukraine against Russia. We need you in this. That was the motivation. That's the motivation to keep them in this. He also says this could be the end of NATO. Seymour Hersh does. Now, that is very similar to what Colonel Douglas McGregor has said on our show.
Well, I was, the end of NATO as in the alliance, the camaraderie that's been set in place, because ultimately it was the Lord that put it in their hearts to agree for a time, right? But now that agreement is being nullified, man. Different things coming into play that's causing dissension. Okay, matter of fact, see if it goes into that here in Revelation. Revelation 17:17, it says, "For the Most High have put it in their hearts to fulfill His will and to agree and to give their dominion unto the beast until the words of the Most High be fulfilled." Okay, and we coming into that time, man, where the fulfillment of the words of the Most High is taking place. Got the elect waking up throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Which is one of the chief sign. Okay, because then the destruction comes. Afterwards, all right, the angels of the Heavenly Father is holding back the winds of destruction till the elect be sealed. So the Lord just put it in the hearts of these different, kings of these European nations to fulfill, just for His purpose, But now it's coming apart, man. It's coming loose at the seams. So let me see this a little bit more in here. Then we're gonna go into
about the death of NATO on the horizon. Because think about it, right? The idea of NATO is, first of all, it's a defensive organization. That's what they say. Number 2, it's meant to keep, I got your back, right? Like, I've got your back. I'm going to protect my friend. I'm going to protect my allies. That's the idea. So instead, we destroyed NATO because of destroying the Nord Stream pipeline. Because now what we're saying is, we don't have your back, allies. We're literally going to take away your way of life, destroy your energy infrastructure. That's what bullies do. That's not what allies do. And so you're starting to see some real fracturing occurring in Europe right now around.
And it's all, the anger is being shifted towards America, okay? Because they're the one to blame, okay? So, yeah. You see how it's all coming together?
This Nord Stream pipeline. I just watching it unfolding in Germany right now, and you're seeing calls for major investigations inside of Germany about this. Wow, finally. What do we know? Why was the United States allowed to? Who in Germany knew about this, by the way? Who went along with this in Germany? Was it green eco-terrorists? People who were...
I'm just going to leave it off on that note. All right. There's much more to this video. All right. You can just go, subscribe to their page. All right. And, stay informed, with current events. But what I want to do now, shift focus to this article, or articles, should I say. The first one, I believe, is this one that I had. All right. It says from Reuters. Or do I want to play this one? 1 second. Let me see. Okay, let's go with this one first. All right. This is from news.com.au. All right. And it says, the title, it says, U.S. dismisses utterly false report on Nord Stream pipeline bombings. Okay. It says the bombshell report claiming that the United States was responsible for the bombing of the Nord Stream pipelines last year has been blasted as utterly false. Okay, that's what they've been trying to say for the longest. The U.S. in their defense, against these allegations. But now it's coming out, which is article going to bring out the evidence on it. All right, from one of the top reporters, they said he got he won the, it's going to say it. It says the bombshell report claiming the United States was responsible for the bombing for Russia's Nord Stream pipelines in the Baltic Sea last year has been blasted as utterly false by the White House. See, by the White House. This is veteran investigative journalist Seymour Hersh, a former Pulitzer Prize winner reporter with the New York Times and New Yorker, had an explosive claim on Wednesday in his first piece for the Subtract blogging platform. Okay, it says the article based on the account from one unnamed national security source, which direct knowledge to the operational planning alleged the U.S. sabotaged the Russia to Germany gas pipeline via a series of underwater blasts on September 26 after planting a remotely detonated explosive 3 months earlier under cover of the Belltops 22 NATO exercise. Okay, so the U.S. is being put on blast for sabotaging the pipeline. Now let's look into this word sabotage, all right, to get more understanding. Sabotage, it says deliberately destroy, damage, or obstruct something, especially for political or military advantage. Okay, and that's what America does, man. Okay, serves their own interests. They're not worried about not even if it's their own allies. Okay, if it helps to serve their own interests, they'll come against their own allies, man. All right, and they thought to get their allies more in tune with what they want to do. All right, but now they just cause tension. Okay. See, so it says to destroy, to obstruct, destroy, cripple, impair, spoil, ruin, undermine, damage. You see? So yeah, man. Let's go back here. What's that? You got military warships. It says, quote, "This is utterly false and complete fiction," White House National Security Council spokeswoman Adrienne Watson said in a statement to Reuters. The CIA State Department also categorically denied the report. It says, according to Hersh, President Joe Biden gave the order after months of back and forth discussions between the White House, CIA, and Pentagon, and that planning for the attack began in December 2021 under the National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. Quote, over the next several meetings, the partnerships debated options for an attack, Hersh wrote. See, giving you the whole skinny on it, man. It says, quote, the native proposed using a newly commissioned submarine to assault the pipeline directly. The Air Force discussed dropping bombs with delayed fuses that could be set off remotely. The CIA urged that whatever was done, it would have to be undercover. It says everyone involved understood the stakes. This is not kiddie stuff, the source said. If the attack were traceable to the United States, it is an act of war. You see? And guess what? It is traceable to the United States, man. Okay? And man, hey, when I was reading this, man, it just electrified my spirit just to, damn near brought me to tears, man, just thinking about like, wow, the Lord is we're really in those times, man. The Lord is really bringing Babylon's destruction about. We see it playing out in real time, man. Okay, this is why we believe so heavily, as it pertains to these prophecies, man. Because we see it. We see the prophecies, man. What was the prophets in the ancient world were called seers. Okay, we can see this. We can see Revelation 18 happening, man. Where it discusses the whole, destruction of Babylon. Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51. Joel 2, Joel 3. We can see this place being destroyed, man, via the nukes. Heavy. It says the article claims the worker group eventually settled on a plan using specialist U.S. Navy deep sea divers supported by Norwegian counterparts to plant shape C4 charges on the 4 pipelines 80 meters underwater. Quote, the Norwegians also had a solution to the crucial question of when the operation should take place, Hirsch wrote. All right. So like it says, I ain't gonna read the whole thing, man. I think it's a lot more to it. It says every June for the past 21 years, the American Sixth Fleet, whose flagship is based in Gaeta, Italy, south of Rome, has sponsored a major NATO exercise in the Baltic Sea involving scores of Allied ships throughout the region. Quote, the current exercise held in June would be known as the Baltic Operation 22, or Belltops 22. The Norwegians proposed this would be the ideal cover to plant the mines. You see? So yeah, man, the evidence is there, man. It's plain as day, man, that they blew it up. All right. And we don't have to read this whole article. Look at these devils. You know. Yeah, man, the evidence is plain as day. And this is the journalist that's reporting on this. See, he Edomite. All right. Seymour Hirsch. You see, but the Lord is putting on his spirit to reveal this information, man. Okay. And it's for us, the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, to see it, all right, internalize it and bring it out and warn the people, warn our people, man. Hey, this is coming, man. World War III. All right. So yeah, you can go and watch that. Read that article for yourself. All right. What else? I got a few more articles. You know, that's why I don't want to stay too much on one. Let's see. It says EU. This is from Reuters.com. All right. It says EU vows to protect energy network after sabotage of Russian gas pipeline. Okay. Now this is the EU. These are America's allies. Now this is prior to them even knowing, because in this article it's not claiming that America did it. All right. But they're pretty much saying like what they're going to do in retaliation once they find out. Like, oh, let us find out who did this shit. You know? Now, hey. It says the European Union on Wednesday promised a robust response to any international disturbance of its energy infrastructure after saying it suspected sabotage. We already got that word for what sabotage means. It says after saying it suspected sabotage was behind gas leak discovered this week in subsea Russia pipelines in Europe. It says as gas spewed out under the Baltic Sea for a third day after first being detected, it remained far from clear who might be responsible for any sabotage of the Nord Stream pipelines after Russia and European partners spent billions of dollars building. You see? And we not say that earlier that they invested all this money into it, so you know they heated, you know? All that time and effort. It says Russia would slash gas deliveries to Europe after the West imposed sanctions over Moscow invasion of Ukraine, has also said sabotage was a possibility. Quote, any deliberate disturbance of the European energy infrastructure is utterly unacceptable and will be met with robust and united response, the EU Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell said. Okay, so here it is. The EU, they talking big stuff. They're like, hey man, look, we gonna all come together, man, and when we find out who did this shit, it's gonna be a robust, united response. So we all gonna fucking kill whoever, you know what I'm saying, whoever did this. You see? And now they find out America did it, so this leading up to the scriptures being fulfilled we just read in Revelation 17. It says, echoing the vows of Germany, Denmark, Sweden, he said sabotage is likely. You know, in these different countries, these part of the list of the 10 common markets or the EU. It says, echoing the vows of Germany, Denmark, and Sweden, he said sabotage was likely, although the EU has not named a potential predator or suggests a motive. Washington, which has led efforts to punish Moscow over the war, believes it's too soon to conclude there was sabotage, a senior U.S. military official said. All right. So as they trying to figure out, the EU trying to figure out who did it, here come Washington talking about, hey, look, don't, it's too soon to try to figure out, worry about who might have sabotaged it, when they the ones that did it. It says, quote, the jury is out. The official told reporters, many of our partners, I think, have determined or believe it is sabotage. I'm not at the point where I can tell you one way or the other, asks whether any U.S. involvement in the ruptures could be ruled out. The U.S. military official said, we are absolutely not involved. Lying like a motherfucker. Anyway, excuse my French. It says the UN Security Council will convene on Friday at the request of Russia to discuss damage to the pipelines. The French UN mission, which holds presidency of the 15-member council for September, said. All right. Says Russia's embassy in Washington said Moscow has asked for a meeting as it insists on the need for a comprehensive and objective examination of the circumstance of the unprecedented attacks on Russia's pipelines. So they saying this is unprecedented, man. So they are deeply, sincerely pissed off with what happened, man. Okay, now that they found out America did it, hey, it's on. I'm gonna read these last two paragraphs and probably get some precepts. It says, the embassy in an early Thursday statement on its Telegram channel also accused the United States of attempts to squeeze out Russia from the energy market through non-market methods and sanctions. See, America was already trying to snuff Russia out, of the energy market, in providing the natural gas to Europe. You see, because they got an ought with Russia. You see, so why wouldn't they go to the extreme of blowing up their pipeline, man? You see, it says the Nord Stream pipelines. This last paragraph, it says the Nord Stream pipelines have been flashpoints in the escalating energy war behind capitals in Europe and Moscow that has damaged major Western economies and set gas prices soaring. All right, so yeah, so that's another reason why they wanted to do it too. All right, because Western economies was being having setbacks and whatnot. All right, that's why the gas prices went down. Anyway, so yeah, man, it's a lot more to this article as well. All right, I would say go back and read it for yourself. Okay, and I believe I got one more. All right, but for the sake of time, we might not be able to go into it. What's the title say from Reuters? Column U.S. LNG exports both the lifeline and drain for Europe in 2023. All right, and the LNG, I believe, stands for liquid natural gas. Okay, because that's what they were transporting through these various pipelines, man. Liquid gas. Let's see. You know what? For the sake of time, Salakia. One second. All right. I'm just gonna get a precept. We can hold off on that article. Lord willing, I can come back later and do a part 2. But this is one of the scriptures that came to mind. All right, 2 Peter 3, and starting at verse 10, it says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Okay? Now this is the time that we're coming into. All right, as World War III approaches, which is one of the last remaining prophecies that must take place, all right, prior to the return of our Lord. All right, and the other one chiefly being the MOTB of the beast, which it's a lot of controversy as of late surrounding that. All right. We see them manifesting right before our eyes, man. All right. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Yea, though it tarry, wait for it. It say, the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And that's what's happening now, man. The prophecies are speaking. All right. We're seeing it in 3D. All right. We're seeing it in our reality that these prophecies are coming to pass, man. All right. So what manner of person are we to be, which is going to say in this scripture here? I mean, in what we're reading. So let's read this again, 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. Why? Because the majority of the world isn't on their watch. They're not watching for the prophecies. It's only for a chosen few, select few that we're hoping to be that number. All right, it says, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the nukes, and the earth, and also the works that are therein shall be burned up. There's another scripture that say the fashion of this world shall pass away. So everything about this place, America, Babylon, all right, the lifestyle, the mannerism, the do without wilt, the philosophies, the democracy, whatever, that's going to all be done away with, man. It's going to be stomped out of the earth, because that way of life, the Western way, right, that's been pushed throughout the earth, has been detrimental to the earth, man. All right? Morally and physically. With that great sword to take peace from the earth, written in Revelation 6:4. Okay? So this whore got to be destroyed. Anyway, verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Okay? And that conversation goes into our conduct. Matter of fact, real quick, it ain't just what we say out of our mouth, which our conversation got to be holy. Holy meaning separate from the world. Okay? But also it got to be this.
Strong's G391. Anastrafe.
Right? And it says manner of life, conduct, behavior, deportment. Okay? So our conversation, our manner of life, all right, how we scripture say be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. All right, we're sheep in the midst of wolves. All right, so our manner of life got to be we got to be like Clark Kent in the world, man. All right, we got to be humble. Okay, we can't have a proud manner of life. All right, our conduct got to be that which promotes godliness, man. Okay, our conduct got to be conducive to salvation. All right, we can't be niggas out in the world, man. All right, our behavior. All right, how we control ourselves. All right, our emotions. All right, our fleshly lust. Okay, it all got to be all these things are comprised in one, and how we ought to conduct ourselves in this world, man. If we want salvation. But going back here to the scripture, verse 12, 2 Peter 3:12. Looking for and hasting until the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay? Speaking again to those nukes. And a lot of those nukes is going to come from America's allies, man. Okay? Via the Nord Stream pipeline being destroyed, man. That's causing a lot of tension and dissension. All right? And anger. You see? Now they want to get their lick back, man. And the Lord is going to put it on their spirit, just as he did put it on their spirit for them to agree. He's going to put it on their spirit to agree to destroy Babylon. You see? So it's saying here, looking for and hastening to the coming of the day of the Lord. When you go into hasting, it means to desire earnestly the day of the Lord, which we do. All right, because we know that this world, this current evil, wicked world that we're living in under Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is not where we ultimately want to be. All right. We want this place to be destroyed. We want this man out of rulership, man. We want righteous rulership over the planet Earth, man. Okay? We want to rule and reign with our Lord Yahweh Shai. You see? So that's what we desire earnestly, man. All right, we desire the destruction to come. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna have to end it off on that note because I gotta make a run. All right, but I may just come back with a part 2. I pray and hope that, Lord willing, this part 1 was edifying to you. Hopefully, elect Aki and Wa'akwaf out there. All right, stay watching, stay vigilant, prayed up. All right, because shit about to get real. Okay, so with that being said, Lord willing, you will edify till next time I say Shalom. Shalom and Abba Ball, meaning death to Babylon.